No, yeah, I saw that too. So I saw first on Twitter, it popped up that that this movie was done, and it is done by a very, very notorious guy. For those who are familiar with video game adaptations of movies, they know that this guy, the director Uwe Boll, who is a German guy,
Hey, looks just like me.
made several other several other movies before that are just full of gratuitous violence and all kinds of things, and usually not very high quality movies, usually low budget movies that somehow get lots of recognition because of the video game industry and all that. So I saw that he made a movie in which this famous or infamous American actor plays an American guy who goes to Europe, who starts going after rapists and illegal immigrants and robbers and all that,
People are sharing the link.
and murderers.
Hey, someone
So-
says Citizen Sagata.
The thing is, as soon as I saw that, and as soon as I saw that people are outraged about it, and that Germany actually practically banned it by refusing to give it a rating, I thought, oh, I have to check this out. So I went on Amazon Prime and I saw that was there. Quickly rented the movie, watched it immediately, and as I was watching it, I thought, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I watched a couple of clips. I didn't even watch the full massacre at the end. I just kind of scrolled to a few parts and stuff like that. It was like, what's all the fun? What are people actually flipping out about? So then I saw the massacring the rapist and the entire family scene. But I was like, I still didn't. I mean, I didn't know what it was, and I thought like Elon made the movie or something. Like he's like, oh man, he's got trillions of dollars, and he's like, oh, I'll just make a bunch of movies on stuff.
It is basically a movie about David Wood, just different. But yeah, so the movie is kind of slow. It's half of the movie is just spent following people around while they're walking or thinking or riding in a car, which is kind of a weird thing to do. And
Hang on, Al 2571 says, "Does the Army Hammer character eat everybody at the end?" That's the other thing. I was like, because it's like it seems low budget and stuff, and I was like, that makes sense. Army Hammer's kind of blacklisted because of the whole like women saying he wants to like eat body parts and stuff like that. One girl said he wanted to have one of her ribs removed so he can eat the meat off it or something, like really creepy stuff. So anyway, he got like kind of blacklisted, and then I'm guessing he came cheap for this one. But it's like, dude, if you thought this was going to get you back into the movie game, I'm not sure it is. Because now you'd have to, I mean, unless you're just going total indie movies like this, the alternative would be like, were you trying to get back into Hollywood there? Because they kind of frown upon the whole massacring Muslim immigrants thing.
my problem is that while the movie seems to be one that goes into a right direction in a way, the movie overall is not very good. Plus, it is also so that the director himself, I think he's an atheist who just dislikes religion and all and stuff like that. So and the movie has just stuff in it that is where I was sitting. I have seen lots of weird, lots of messed up movies and all that, but with this movie, I just started feeling uncomfortable at some point because it's like out of nowhere. The guy goes and picks out a prostitute among many, and you spent 5 minutes just watching this weird scene where all the prostitutes look into the camera. Then he picks out one, then he has sex with her, and we have to watch all of that. Then he suddenly ends up talking about the mold on the ceiling, and then it turns out that he owns the whole building where the business is being run. And it's like, oh, okay. So it doesn't seem like the guy has these great concerns about establishing or protecting the proper values of a society. So this is clearly not really driven by this concern for having, these Western values or traditional values or religious values or whatever it is. It is just kind of raging against the whole uncontrolled immigration and immigrant crime that is going on. So because of that, when I saw that it was being shared and so that the director shared it for free for 2 days on Twitter, and that Elon Musk also shared it, saw that and I thought I can't really recommend this, so I didn't want to share it. But the last 15 minutes of the movie are what's good about the movie. That's it.
I also thought it was funny that Elon shared it, and it's about some rich guy going around massacring, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like I don't know, Elon's fantasy. Like, hey, I gotta be a rich guy going around massacring everybody.
I think I want to play a little part of the movie in hopes that this will keep up the stream and not get it banned or get taken down.
Ooh, it's getting taken down.
I mean, taken down for issues like copyright stuff. I don't think for any other stuff at all. But I think this is the most important scene, which I think delivers the point of the movie quite well. So I want to check that out here for a second. But
I'm sitting here wondering who they got to act these roles. Right?
I know.
On the Muslim Family, right? Like, are these actual Muslims or secular Muslims or atheists or just anyone who's willing to act or something? I don't know.
Well, it could be that they are rapists who were forced
I want to look these people up.
At gunpoint to play out this
yeah, they could have been. We will kill you if you want to stay in our country. You have to be in this movie about us massacring you.
Oh, wait a minute! I just looked them up. They're actually actors. Never mind. Okay,
that dude right there. I saw this. He did some good acting there. Matter of fact, they all did a good job acting here.
Oh boy,
what?
I'm looking up the actors here. This is very funny. Let's see. Let me have a look at this here. The actors here are
Uwe Boll. You're saying that's a German dude? Uwe?
Yeah, Uwe Boll.
Is that a common name? Is Uwe a common name?
No, it's a very outdated old name.
How about Udo?
Udo is also outdated and old.
Yeah, back in I don't see, you've never been in German class because you grew up speaking German, but when you take German in elementary school and later and so on, they make you take a German name, and I'd always go with Dieter, right? I'd always go with Dieter. Dieter. And I did that because I saw some documentary when I was little about this serial killer or something like this, and they asked him what his name was, and he goes, Dieter Rommel. When he wasn't, he was an American dude, right? But he called himself Dieter Rommel. So it's German class, and they give you a list of names, and I'll go, oh, Dieter. I've heard that one before. So I went with Dieter, and for like the next 5 German classes, I was always Dieter, and then
Dieter.
Yeah, and then ninth grade, they were going down the rows, and someone else picked Dieter before I got it, and then so I had to get Udo. Like it was like everyone took all the good names, and I was stuck with Udo.
I'm looking at the at this guy Faris Mungi. He's the father here in that place, in that scene.
Mm-hmm.
Muqit Abdul Hamid. This guy's Egyptian. This guy is something I don't know where from actually, but he lives in France. This one here, I think she's the sister in the role. And the funny thing is that she's Israeli. They found actual Middle Eastern people, actual Arabic-speaking people, aside from her, probably. Maybe her too, I don't know. Very, very interesting, man. Very interesting stuff. These guys actually agreed to be in this scene. Anyway, let's watch it.
Or so to reduce your chances of getting a copyright thing.
It is only 2 minutes long, man.
Okay, then stop it every 30 seconds.
Stop it.
Good, I promise that.
It's the right answer.
It just gets better from here. So he says we're going to get help. We're going to get therapy.
Oh, hang on.
What?
Oh
what,
my
man?
goodness!
We're watching a movie, man.
Do you know what this is? This is called Citizen Vigilante. Do you know what its real name is?
What?
It's called The Dark Knight, but spelled just like The Dark Knight as in Batman.
That was I know that. But
I'm just saying that's. But I was like, oh, he's like a Bruce Wayne guy. He's like a Bruce Wayne character because he's rich and he goes around and. But he, unlike Batman, he goes around killing people and stuff like that. But they were actually trying to make this guy a Batman type figure, but who goes around killing people.
Oh yeah. So the movie's name is Citizen Vigilante now, but the working name of it was The Dark Knight.
Yep. And, there's already a movie called The Dark Knight. Turns out.
But the Warner Brothers company sent cease and desist letters and threatened to sue these guys unless they change the name of the movie. Whereafter they decided, all right, man, let's change it. We've had enough. The thing is also that this final scene where he confronts this family and asks them about the rape is actually based on a real incident which took place in Germany in 2016 in Hamburg, where such a thing did happen, and the perpetrators walked free for different reasons. So this is not just a fantasy. This is not just made up. The scene here is actually based on a real event. It is actually based on an actual rape and injustice that took place. The funny thing also in the movie is that he, before he does this, he finds the judge who let these guys go, and he kills the judge too. He does that too in the movie. And he kills the judge in a very brutal way. Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've heard this so many times now. This is a very, very real thing. They will say that, and even their women, even the women that come from that background will come out and say, well, the girls, they should just, not dress like provocatively, then nothing will happen to them. If you go out like that, you're just asking for it. If you talk to men, if you talk to boys, you're just asking for it. You probably deserved it.
Yeah, Tommy Robinson pointed out in the past, he said, and some of these, in some of the areas with that, if you add up all the people, all the Muslims who we know were taking part in the rape gangs and stuff, he points out, like in some areas, it's like 1 out of 8 Pakistani Muslims. And he points out, like, if it's 1 out of 8 in your area, that means everyone knows what's going on, right? You guys are like bringing these 11 and 12-year-old white girls around all over the place and bringing them. Everyone knows what's going on. And no one was speaking out about it, which means everyone is kind of okay with it. And they still have that part of their culture where you never go against your own group. And you certainly never side against Muslims in a situation and so on. So
the funny thing is, I just checked out this guy's Instagram account, and he seems to be quite happy with it.
Who? Uwe Boll or this guy?
The actor on the screen.
Faris Mungi is his name.
I know, because I have it right here.
Oh.
Faris Mungi. He seems to be quite happy about it.
Hey, that's him with here's me with.
He even posted
Army
this
Hammer.
here. You are trending the world now. Trending the world now. Here's Elon Musk. He seems to be quite happy about the situation. And this guy's Egyptian, by the way. He's not a white racist. He's Egyptian.
Yeah, guys, you can't call these guys white nationalists or white supremacists or anything.
The thing is also,
in fact, if you disagree with this movie at all, you hate brown people.
The thing is also with stuff like this, like I wonder sometimes if you are an actor, especially if you're not an actor who is not very well known, and you have like 1 or 2 acts, and this is one of the acts, one of the roles that you make yourself known for. I wonder how that feels for the person who is doing the acting. It's like he's playing a complete scumbag here that people really hate based on real issues. So that must be a weird choice to make. It must feel strange.
You'd have to be banking on other people are going to want similar movies in the future.
Yeah. Too Many Mary says, I approve of executing unjust judges. LOL. That's very, very rude. It's very racist against unjust judges.
I teach him the values from...
Well, if any judges get massacred, we're going to want to know where Too Many Marys was.
They put this in the movie. If these are your values, why did you come here? I mean, despite the fact that the movie is kind of trash in a way, this made me very, very happy to see, man. It made me very... There you go. Now, I don't know if I should play the rest of what's happening here.
Oh, everyone getting massacred?
Yes. Anyway, what happens next in the movie is that he ends up inviting these the guys who were in on the... He just kills every single one of them, and then he also kills the entire family, which is very funny. Well, and I don't know why he does that. All they did and leave behind a 14-year-old girl.
He's like they should have just paid for prostitutes like I do.
Yeah. Anyway, that's that. So I do still... So despite the fact that it promotes, or that it kind of includes stuff that I don't really want to promote, I do feel that I am happy that the movie exists. Let's say that.
I like the idea that there are people in positions of power and influence who can say, screw all of you who think you can control everyone and manipulate people into being silent about all this stuff. I like that part.
This is very funny here. In February 2026, Quiver Distribution acquired the film rights to Citizen Vigilante, which was released on June 19th, 2026. According to Ball, the film was denied an age certification in Germany for promoting vigilantism, effectively banning it from wide distribution.
and then Elon shares it.
The film has not been put on the index, making it legal to own or sell to adults. In response, Ball publicly argued that the board used youth protection as a pretext to suppress the film due to its focus on migration-linked crime in Europe. In an interview with the Daily Telegraph, Ball stated, "I hired a lawyer to complain about it, but we lost in a 6-2 vote, as I was told that the film was inciting violence against migrants." Which is very funny, because the film doesn't actually incite violence against migrants. It incites violence against criminal people, including migrants and non-migrants. In the movie, he doesn't just hurt migrants. I mean, it is primarily about migrants, and it also points out that that immigration. And by the way, to point one thing out, both legal and illegal, or let's say both illegal and illegal immigration. The movie points out that both illegal and legal immigration has caused so much trouble and so much crime in Europe. But it also talks about, the movie also includes justice against non-migrant criminals. However, they have to somehow say, because the movie points out that there is a very, very high amount of migrant violence and, rape and all that, because the movie does that, they have to say this incites violence against migrants. Apparently, these guys are not at all concerned about the violence that it incites against criminal non-migrants, only against criminal migrants. And I guess they're also suggesting here that any incitement or any opposition or any talk about criminal migrants automatically means it is against migrants in general. I guess they're trying to tell us that all migrants are bad. That's what they're trying to tell us. The film was released on X on June 25th for 48 hours and was reposted by Elon Musk. It has been suggested that efforts to ban the film have had the opposite effect, boosting its reach. There you go. There you go. It was a very stupid decision. A very, very stupid decision. Variety reported that the film was inspired by a notorious case in Hamburg in 2016 when a group of teenagers gang raped a 14-year-old girl and left her for dead, only for the perpetrators to walk free with suspended sentences. This happens in Europe, man. This happens in Germany. Stuff like this is only going to get more and more and more. It's only going to get bigger and bigger. People are going to be increasingly more against all the crime that European governments and leaders are allowing to happen. No amount of suppression is going to make this go away. The reckoning will come.